most brutal in Michigan, most ruthless champion has ever been. There's no one can stop me.
Yeah. 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 I don't know. Well, I'm talking to myself. Welcome back, everybody, to the Giveaway Podcast with Cody, Sean, and Jeff. I am Sean.
I'm Jeff.
Jeff can't hear the music again. I don't know what I did.
I get a little bit of it.
I don't know how it's different from any other week.
It just like throw us that curveball.
I guess so.
It's baseball season. Technology trying to fit in.
Okay, so we can hear it. I can hear both of us. I just wanted to make sure. Oh! Huh?
Look, that's all that matters. Then we good. As long as you can hear on the platforms, we good to go.
The worst is getting that message. Can you hear somebody? Can't hear Jeff. I can't hear Tony. You always hear me though.
What's that about?
Well, you know, when you're the producer, you gotta make sure your stuff sounds right first.
You gotta make sure that's like what they say when you're on the airplane. Make sure your mask is secure.
That's right.
First.
I will get your mic set up after my mic is set up. It's just like that that's sometimes. How's weather there, man?
Hey man, you know, things are getting better. We're supposed to be in the 70s all week this week. A little rain here and there, but I think spring is here. Spring is here.
It's paradise in Chicago.
Look.
Don't speak too soon.
Say spring is right. Say spring is here. Next thing you know, it'll be 50 degrees again.
Shoot.
But yeah, man, things are good. How are things out there on that West Coast, bro?
Same old, man. Sunshine tacos.
Yeah.
A little bit of a couple clouds here and there. You know, we gotta have some rain at some point in time.
Yeah.
But even when it's like gray and overcast, it still feels like it's really, really sunny.
Yeah.
Because it's not cold.
It's all right. So as long as you don't get bored with it, you know what I mean? If you ever get bored with it, you can always come on back to the Midwest, man.
I don't think so.
No?
No chance.
No chance? All right, then. Well.
No chance in heck would I do that. I don't know. Yeah. You couldn't pay me enough to come back and have to deal with the winter in the Midwest. Huh?
Oh, there's definitely. I think I definitely would take $1 now. Although right now ain't much. I'm not getting paid to stay here right now. But I think if I left the right amount, I could bring me back.
Really? What's your number, Jeff?
It would have to. Once I've been in a warm climate for a long time.
Yeah.
It would take It would have to be a whole lot because I think I would have to convince somebody else to come back.
I've got a number. I've got a number for when like. To quit working. I'm you know, we're of age to where it crosses your mind. You're starting to make better plans and more consistent plans, and you look at the numbers.
True.
There is a number for me, and if I ever hit that number, adios. Clock it in.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. It wouldn't take a lot.
Yeah.
It would not take a lot. Because I mean I don't have a lot of expenses, right?
Yeah.
There's no youngins and it's just me and Eva.
Man, right now I keep looking at the youngins I got and I'm gonna be working for a long time.
Man, that's what happens when you're the oldest guy at soccer practice.
I know, man. I know. So I gotta keep running around so I shave the head so they can't see how old I am.
Yeah, do something with them grays.
Look, a few that still grow in, but yeah, man. The other day I was looking at this whole all down here. I was like, oh wow.
Let it grow.
My edges are turning.
Okay, so
yeah, no, I'll be looking like Jamie Foxx's character.
He's standing on the porch like Samuel L. Jackson with that white beater on. Well, what's the number, right? First off, I want you to let it go. Next week, don't shave it. Let's go 2 weeks, no shave for the rest of May. Get on the pod. Let's take a look and see how we look, huh? Yeah, we don't have an image to uphold.
Man, I gotta go to work.
You gotta go to work. The kids ain't gonna roast you. Oh yeah, you in Chicago.
Yeah, I'm in the middle school, bro.
You in Chicago.
And I'm sitting right there,
like, Mr. Cooks, what's going on?
They be like, Mr. Cooks, you got a spot back here, Mr. Cooks.
They would touch it. They would touch it. Yeah.
They be like, you got a spot. No, like, man, it's supposed to be 6 feet. Back up.
And it's soft, Mr. Cooks. Why is it so soft? Go on, boy. So, okay, what's your number, right? Do you have a number in your head?
I don't have a number.
I got a number that I would like to have, but I know the number that would free me. That I would be able to, watch this pun, get away from my job. Get that.
Yeah.
Get away, get it like that. Get away. It's $1 million.
Now, it's
$1 million.
$1 million?
$1 million. If I had $1 million, I'm outie.
I mean, yeah, because if you had $1 million, you can put enough up to where it can still make money on itself, and then you'd be pretty much debt free at that point too.
Well, yeah, that, but you still gotta take care of all the other stuff, your monthly stuff, and it's gotta last you. You can't get that $1 million and go buy a new whip and some clothes and be vacationing and
no,
you can't do it. You got to get that and manage it because that's got to last you the rest of your life.
So you saying just a flat fee, one flat?
If I had $1 million right now,
that's it.
With what already was going into savings and retirement, if I had that $1 million come in right now, I'm out. Peace out.
Yeah, I think I need a little more than that just because I got kids still in school. But they all don't have to get scholarships. We'll tell them all, get you a scholarship.
I don't think that would be too hard.
So
I don't think it'd be too hard.
They think. We'll see.
I know.
So we won't put that pressure on them right now. But they're doing all right.
They're doing all right. I believe in them.
Yeah, man.
I believe. So
what number? Oh, I was gonna say, what number we at this week, man?
Oh, this is we just talked about episode 43. Troy Polamalu.
Strong
safety.
Ball hawk.
Strong safety, right?
Yeah.
He wasn't a free. He was a strong.
He was strong, free. He
do whatever
he
wanted.
Period.
He
was the safety
player. How about that?
He found the ball and got there.
That's
with,
right.
With a lot of force, a lot of hair, more than what we've got. So
smart player, like film study guy. Sometimes you see film study guys and they're not dominant athletic guys. That guy is both.
Yeah, he was kind of I won't say freakish, but he moved. He was all over the field. So and would square up on big and small alike. It wouldn't matter, and would win most of those battles.
He was a turnover guy, right? I mean,
yeah.
Man, I'm glad he's not playing no more because I can't stand the Steelers. I hate the Steelers.
Modern day player, a new current player, Honey Badger. Would you say?
Yeah.
Probably the closest to him right now.
Yeah. Although I feel like Honey Badger had a better college career.
Yeah.
Go back and watch. Ladies and gentlemen, go back and watch. You want to see a good college highlight tape? Although I still feel like Reggie Bush is the best college football player I've ever seen play. Not the best ever, but the best I've ever seen play. Reggie Bush.
Mm-hmm.
Go back and watch the Honey Badger's highlight film from when before he even got that number 7. He was cold. Returning punts. He was cold. And was arguably the littlest dude on the field in almost every game they played in.
Yeah.
And giving cats that work. So yeah, that's a good comp.
Yeah. I think that is too.
Honey Badger. My
Joey Polamalu.
So you want to talk about Your boy Tebow?
Why you gotta be my boy?
It's your boy. Play quarterback.
Ain't my boy. Yeah. Those moments where so Tebow coming back to the NFL, looking at the opportunity to hook up with his college coach from his Florida days, moving or making the shift from quarterback to the tight end position, which many believed he should have made that move when he first came into the league.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. You know, I would say like I think I don't know if it was you and I that we were having the conversation, or I saw it on Facebook when somebody else was like, you know, why would he come into the league playing a position outside of the one that he wanted to play? And so now it's funny, age and the desire to play will allow you to change your mindset for the opportunity to still play the game that you love. So I guess the question to you, Sean, would be, if you had an opportunity to get a shot in the league and admit making a shift from a position that you wanted to play to one that you think would give you an opportunity to play a couple more years in the league, would you do it?
Yes. Yes. But at age 33, no. Are you kidding me? Although he's been playing baseball, he's in some kind of.
Has he really?
Shape. Well, I mean, yeah.
Has he really been playing baseball?
He's been on the team.
Okay, well, yeah.
So he's been in some
that's kind of like a Jordan move.
Stays in some kind of athletic shape, right? So if you ask me, I'm like, yeah, I'd do it. But if that was only if I stayed in shape. But if I hadn't been playing in a while, I probably wouldn't.
Yeah.
So he's going to fail. So he's going to fail miserably. This isn't moving.
I just want to see him block.
That's what I was going to say, man. This is not moving from, guard to tackle or tackle to guard or O-line to D-line, fullback to linebacker. This ain't that. This is quarterback to tight end. And now you're going to have to deal with Myles Garrett, J.J. Watts.
Yeah. T.J. Watt.
T.J. Watts. Right?
Yeah.
You have to deal with the Jadeveon Clowney types.
Yeah.
Dog, he don't have that in him. I don't care how rah-rah, all that, and he gonna need to pray. He ain't making that squad. This is a gimmick. This is a Urban Meyer thinking, okay, you know what? I got a great relationship with this guy. He's from Jacksonville. Is Tebow from Jacksonville? I thought he played in like Alabama or something. Maybe he's from Jacksonville.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure where he's.
But they need to sell some tickets. You got the number one pick coming in, so it just adds to the ticket purchases and whatnot. Whatever.
Tebow, though, I mean, Tebow really don't bring people into the stands, man.
Yeah, I think there's a segment of folks that really like everything about Tim Tebow. I mean,
from an athletic standpoint, for what he's going to bring to the team, do you really think he's going to bring seats? I mean, bring people into the seats.
Nothing surprises me any more in this country after our own segment of our faction of our people stormed the Capitol. So nothing surprises me anymore. That okay, you know what? There's a group of people out there that believe in Tim Tebow, that like everything about him as far as his religious beliefs, and everything that he says and does, they'll follow. There's a segment, a faction of those people out there. And especially if I'm going to Google it right now where he's from. If he's from there, yeah, it makes sense.
The number one pick alone is enough. Tebow's not enough to warrant that.
Yeah.
You know what? I think, and again, I guess if they can put him, if he's out there situational, right? In the case to where, I mean, for the skill set for his running and physicality, right?
Uh-huh.
He might be able to an H-back type person where you can slide him out and not necessarily have to worry about him squaring up and blocking. He's not going to line up as a traditional tight end if he does it. He's going to be lined up as a slot or a wing, and is going to slide out into the flat or do a wheel route and get out and get away from cats. He's not going to be squared up on nobody one-on-one trying to take on a DN or catch a nice little switch coming off and the tackle swinging, doing that loop to come back around with it. He ain't trying to catch any of that, man.
No.
He's gonna be straight in that wing spot to slot, maybe that H position coming out as a fullback into the moving.
Look,
and he might make the squad if he can catch.
Okay, Nice High School is like a suburb of Jacksonville. It doesn't look like it's very far from Jacksonville. So yeah,
okay,
there's a
that's
reason
where he's
why.
from.
And then you got the urban connection, and then you throw in there that Sunshine's going there. But let me tell you something. I was listening to Bomani and Foxworth on Foxworth Friday, the right time with Bomani Jones, Foxworth Friday. He said, Tony Foxworth, he played in the league. He's a DB. He said they're going to try to murder that man. he said, and that's just his teammates that are trying to make the team.
Make the team.
He said he said them linebackers are going to be in that linebacker room like, all right, look, we've had enough of this. Let's end this now.
Let's end this.
We're going to stop all this right now. He said they're going to try to murder that dude. They're going to try to cut him in half. And that's just the guys trying to earn a living. Imagine if you make the team and you have to play in a live game. Them dudes are going to be like, no. We're not letting Tim Tebow beat us, a former quarterback out of the league for 8 years, 11 years, however long he's been out. He is not going to beat us ever. Ain't going to be no kneeling in the end zone. They're going to kill that dude, man.
Oh, he might be kneeling, dude. It'll just be after that first hit. It's going to be one of those. Like, Lord.
He was like, they're going to kill him, and it's just the dudes trying to make the squad, man. Right? The starters are going to be on the sidelines when Tebow's out there at the beginning of camp. And it's going to be the dude that's a third, fourth round pick or whatever, or a free agent, undrafted dude. He's like, I got to make this squad. I'm bringing heat. He was talking about when he got to Denver and Jerry Rice, Dominique Foxworth, when he was at Denver as a rookie, and Jerry Rice was 40 years old playing wide receiver in his last year. He said, man, this is the greatest receiver of all time. He's 40 years old. And they told me to go out there and guard him. He said, man, I'm about to kill this dude. I gotta eat. I don't care if you are Jerry Rice, and I don't care if you're 40. I gotta eat. And that's what they're going to do to Tim Tebow. Urban Meyer is putting that dude in jeopardy. Now, the second thing he said was after a couple weeks at tight end, they're going to be talking about that same package that your boy Taysom Hill got down in New Orleans. Let's get him the ball in the backfield, let him run downhill so we can get him on the edge. Because he can't block them dudes.
Nah.
He'll be a chipping fool. He'll be helping that tackle.
Look, that's it. But that chip is going to be real light. It's going to be a graze. It's not going to be no chip.
Special teams, dog. Hey, Tim, get on that kickoff team, son. Hey, you can be on the punt team, but you ain't going to be out here trying to, dog. We're going to entrust Tim Tebow to protect the #1 draft pick?
No.
What?
I told you. He's just running routes, man. He ain't blocking nobody. Running routes and getting the ball.
The diabolical scheme now, right?
Look, not even a jet sweep, a jet dive. It ain't gonna be
diabolical, right? You know what's gonna happen? Hey, I'm trying to get in the game. I'm gonna get off late on the count. I think it's on 2. We going on 1. Here come that blindside hit. Hey,
coach, put me in, coach.
Put me in, coach.
I got experience.
I'm just saying. Ticket sales.
Meanwhile, your boy Kaepernick can't even get another shot at the position that he played.
Look,
I know.
I think those comparisons are unfair though, because it's not like Cap tried to play wide receiver or something and he didn't get a look. I think it's unfair.
It wouldn't matter.
I think
It
it's
wouldn't
unfair.
matter though.
I don't think it's fair.
It
though.
might be. It may not be, but at the end of the day, Cap ain't getting in the league no matter what position he plays.
Yeah, so okay, right. But the moment Cap says, okay, you know what, I'll come in and I'll play H-back like Tim Tebow. If they say no, then we can talk about it.
All right, Cap,
hey,
to
let
do
me tell
it.
you something.
Look,
Cap,
change your position.
Hey.
Change your position to a wide receiver just long enough to get on the team, bro.
Cap would be a problem at H-back.
He'd be a problem, and he's just
so athletic. Yeah.
So.
All right, man.
So yeah. So we shall see. It'll be interesting. Look, might find myself finding some Jacksonville preseason games just in practices.
Hit that
Just
subscribe
to
button
see.
right there when you're on the YouTube
Just
channel.
to see.
Like, share, comment, engage with us. We love when you do that. You can also follow us on all our social media platforms: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Like, comment, share, engage with us there as well. You can also hear the audio anywhere you can hear a podcast. We are also available on your Alexa-enabled devices. Thanks for listening to the show. Say word, son. Word, son.
Word, son.
What up, Jermaine?
Son, Jermaine?
Yeah. So, like, let's talk about this NBA. Let's talk about the Hall of Fame.
Okay, which one?
Because that won't take long.
The class just inducted. Or are we talking about the new crew?
Well, look, shout out to Kobe, rest in peace. Tim
Shout
Duncan,
out Kobe, rest in peace.
and KG. Those were the high profile names. Tamika Catching was she in that group too? And Mike Wilbon, Mike Breen. But yeah, those three all deserved.
Yeah.
Did Big Ben get in that group too?
Big Ben is in the
next one.
The new group.
Okay.
This next group, yeah.
Yeah, man. Look, big fundamentals, the Black Mamba, and the big ticket. If you had to start a team, I'm going to do this with the next one too. Who you taking very first? Like, regardless of position, you got that pick, and those three are available. Just give me an order.
In order?
Just pick one, label them 1 through 3.
1 through 3. My 1 through 3 would have been Kobe, Tim Duncan, KG.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's hard looking at their resumes. Yeah. You both have 5 rings. They just dominated 2 different spots. It's like you got to pick where you don't dominate. Do you want to dominate the interior, or do you want the person who's going to dog you inside or out? I'm taking
the big guy. I'm going to go the big fundamentals, Kobe, and then KG. Only because I got a semi rim protector, right? And if he needs,
right,
he can take you out and do that. I don't know how many bank shot off the glass side mid range jumpers that dude hit, but he hit a lot of them.
He did.
No issues, right? No issues off the court.
Right.
No issues with contracts. No issues with coaches. Just do whatever he did. Hey, he was quiet, went about his work. I'll take that.
He was kind of like AD in a sense. Wasn't one of those things where he kind of grew late? Was he one of those?
I don't remember.
Or was he just skilled? Always just kind of skilled as far as being able to.
No, I remember him being big because they were talking about him in the Bahamas, and Wake Forest was on him early.
Gotcha. Okay.
He's a problem, dog, and he didn't cause you any issues. Also, he didn't necessarily need a number 2.
You say he didn't need a number 2?
He didn't necessarily need a number 2 because after David left,
Dude.
I get it. Look, nobody was Shaq. He didn't have a Shaq.
Nobody was
right. He didn't have a Kobe. He didn't have that.
But Kobe didn't have Shaq on his last 2 either.
I get it. On the last 2.
On the last 2. Now his first 3. But them last two was Kobe. Kobe willed that team.
I'm still going. Duncan, Bryant,
and Robert Ory. Look, and Robert Ory.
Robert Ory
who also helped.
It was on everybody's championship team.
Who also helped. Like he helped Houston.
He helped the Lakers. He helped
the Lakers, and he helped the Spurs.
That's right. He helped everybody.
Matter of fact, how many rings does Robert Ory have, man?
6, I believe.
Is it 6? So here's the question: is he not the? Does that make him the GOAT?
No, it does not make him the
GOAT. Look. He won three titles.
7
with 3 different teams.
7
rings. 7 rings with how many? 4. 3 teams.
If that's the case, it's Bill Russell then, dog. What are we talking about?
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just being funny.
I know.
I'm just being funny.
Robert Ory, the GOAT.
Just saying, but he didn't take. He was hitting them cutthroat shots. He was knocking cats out.
That kickstand. Somebody said his jumper looked like a kickstand.
That's all right. The kickstand went in.
Mm-hmm. All right.
So.
Yeah, man. That was a sad day. I didn't watch it because I didn't want to watch his wife get up there and talk about Kobe, and that would have made me sad. Then I never watched it. I didn't even watch when Jordan was up there boo-hooing, giving the Jordan face.
Yeah, I didn't want to see any more Jordan faces. I'm glad. I thought at first that he was the one actually doing the speaking, but
yeah. So
I'm glad she held it together though. It was
there was a lot of people on Twitter talking about how they're amazed at how much she can speak without falling apart, because some people still feel that ache when they think about Kobe.
Yeah. I mean, there was a couple times, like I saw the couple of little clips. You can see she kind of fought back the choke,
right?
Like it was coming. Right. She held it together. I think she had a couple moments where it was lighthearted enough to where she was able to kind of place them in the right spot to kind of hold it together, help her.
Right.
But yeah, she's man. I give her credit. She's a strong woman, man. She held it together. Yeah. She did well as far as representing, and
yeah, man.
Yeah. So that was a good class though. Right. Now this new class.
Yeah, Jermaine said what about Chris Webber, and he confirmed Robert Ory had 7 rings. But Chris Webber,
7 rings.
2021. Chris Webber, Paul Pierce, Big Ben,
Chris Bosh,
Tony Kukoc is another name.
Yeah.
So, would you, if you had to repick, all right, you got the first pick, which one are you taking first? Let's just do those 3. Group? Let's do the 3 because it ain't gonna be Kukoc. It ain't gonna be Wallace. Paul Pierce.
Okay, so we're talking
Chris Webber,
Paul Pierce, or Bosh,
and Bosh. You did the same thing I did. Bosh is going to be 3 for me, right? And then
he's 3.
And then I thought, okay, Webber and then Pierce, but I was like, Paul Pierce was just an unadulterated scorer, cutthroat. But Webb in his prime, before an injury, was cold-blooded. And look, he made the Sacramento Kings. Shaq used to call them
legit.
Shaq used to call them Queens. That's how the petty Lakers are, man. The Lakers, they be petty about stuff. But he used to call them the Queens. But he made them relevant. He made them legitimate threats.
Him and what was the white chocolate? What was his name? Jason. What was his
Williams.
name? I can't think of his name. Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, they brought Sacramento back. Made
something
them relevant.
Happened in one of those series where, I don't know if it was a suspension or something that might have cost them a series, game 6 or 7. I have to look that up.
Who else was on that squad? Mitch Richmond. Anyway, let me get back to your question. So my top 3, it still would be in that order: Webber, Pierce, Bosh. I would take the big in that case, because Webber was, again, from an athletic standpoint, he could do all the things that you talked about Duncan being able to do for you. He can pop outside, hit that mid range for you.
Right.
He could also put the ball down on the court and get past you and get to the hole. I just don't trust him to dribble the length of the court without a timeout.
You didn't have to bring that up. See, that's what I'm saying.
I know.
People always want to bring up old stuff.
It still stings, man. You know how hard it was to sit there and watch that game?
Let me tell you something.
But I'd still take him number one. He'd still be my first pick.
That whole timeout situation was none of that.
Coach's fault.
None of that was his fault. One, it's your guard's fault for not coming to the big man to get the ball. Everybody ran away from him. Right? So then he makes the decision, put the ball on the court. When you as the coach see that happening, you got to get your guards to him. Right? You got to tell one of your guards, they got to get to him. Don't put the big man in that spot. You know where you want him to have that ball? Down there in that block.
But the problem is that they're so used to him getting the ball and going. I mean, you think about it. Fab Five, they weren't always, it wasn't always a matter of getting the ball to Jalen or Jimmy King. It was like they got the ball off that rim. The only person who would get rid of the rock was Juwan.
I get it.
Juwan was the only one who didn't.
I get it. And Jalen was covered up, right? But you had other guys that they should have come to him.
Ray,
and that was
Ray Jackson.
Was that freshman year or that was sophomore year?
I think that was
sophomore year because freshman year was Duke, right?
Yeah, because that was against UNC when the timeout happened.
And then you got they got it on the video. Dudes on the sidelines are yelling for him to call timeout.
Yeah.
Right? So
that's what I'm saying. That was a coach. I blame the coach as much as him.
Your coach didn't tell everybody shut the heck up. Right? And then he has to carry that with him his whole career. I still think it's unfair when people bring it up. Like, we've seen things like this happen all the time in all the sports. It doesn't necessarily have to be about a timeout. I can go back to one that made me upset, and that was when Jackie Smith dropped that touchdown pass against the Pittsburgh Steelers in the Super Bowl, hitting right there on the chest. That's worse.
Hit him in the chest.
That's worse.
Look, I had a number of those in high school.
Do you want to do this?
I would have led the.
Would you?
I would have led the state.
Hold on. Would you like to tell your story time? I'll play some music.
Oh man, I don't want to tell that story.
Okay. All right.
I would. What year was that? Go ahead.
That was your junior year.
What was that? My sophomore year? My junior year?
Ooh, it might have been. No, it was your junior year.
Yeah, I think that was my junior year. Yeah.
Do you want to tell a story or not, Jeff?
Look, I don't even know which story to tell of it, man. It was all I know is that year
How
they
about
had
the
the
film?
band
In the film room that Saturday or whenever we were watching film. What coach said, right? But you can set it up with what happened.
I don't even remember. You can say what coach said because I don't even remember what he said, man. But
look,
I don't know. There had been a series of. We had played. I don't know how many games we had played, but I played defense back in high school, and so there was a couple opportunities I've had to, interceptions. You always get caught in those situations where you want to run before you have the ball or secure the ball, and there was always one of them opportunities where the ball was coming at a spot where I probably would have scored at least 3 out of the, we'll say 5 or 6 that hit me in my hand.
How many?
I think there was at least 5 or 6 that I dropped that year. Yeah. I think I still ended up with 3 or 4, but I dropped a bunch. But I can't believe I would have led the state that year in interceptions. It was ridiculous. But so after a couple games, I think Coach, we went to practice one week, the next week, and Coach had the quarterback throw the ball, hit me dead in my chest, I think. And I think I still dropped it. Oh man, good times.
So Jeff did play quarterback. He was a backup quarterback, Jermaine, but he started on the defensive side of the ball. So your freshman year, Jermaine, My senior year, just junior year. We come out the gates hot. Football team is hot. Making plays left and right. Coach Clinton got us balling. Quarterback has dropped back many a time. I don't know what week this was, but it was a few weeks into the season. And Jeff had to be on at least number 5 or 6, like you said, of that football hit you in the face mask one time. And we
Man, I was just too busy trying to run.
It was a spot most of the time you're coming downhill, breaking on the ball, and all you got to do is catch it, and you would score.
Yeah.
So we're in the funny part of the story was we would be in film. The one time, I remember him saying it in film, him and that daggone joystick remote control. I hated that thing. I hated that thing. He said, God, Cooks, you would lead the state in interceptions if you could catch the football. And I was on the floor. I was on the floor because then he would hit that rewind button on that joystick, run it back.
And we would watch it, run it back about 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times until he got tired of looking at it.
You know how many times I heard Huffman, what the are you doing? I would be like, I don't know, Coach.
What about that Springfield North hit?
Why are you bringing up old stuff? I'm just saying.
Well, since we don't talk about my leading the state and dropped interceptions, we'll talk about. I figure we can go ahead and relive that moment. That strong safety who was 5'3".
But you know who? This is straight blatant disrespect. How did this turn into my story time? We talking about you.
My bad. I figured you wanted to share your moment.
I'll share a little stankin' moment.
Share your moment on the rewind button.
I hate that rewind button. I got that rewind button because it was funny, right? It wasn't because I made a mistake. So,
it was funny.
Springfield North. It's a tight game. It's rainy and muddy. Poor traction is what I would like to say.
Oh, said it.
The footing wasn't very good. And they had a bunch of dudes at the second and third level, all about the same height. About 5'7". Similar weights. We run scissors. Scissors right, to be exact. I'm supposed to kick out the end. The tackle will go up into the hole, lead up in there for Mr. Thomas. No. Who ran it on our side? I can't remember. Juan?
Probably.
Or Alfred. It might have been Alfred. I think he scored on that play. As a matter of fact, he did score on the play. I'm supposed to kick out the guy. There's no guy there. So I lead up. I turn the corner. And the first opposite color jersey I'm going to go get. And I go and I see him. And he's doing the JB shake. And if anybody knows, that's the JB shake right there. He would do that before he would light you up. And I'm like, okay. So I go, he's just a little inside of me, back inside towards the middle of the field. So I go to plant my right foot to go and attack him. And my right foot slips. And as I'm slipping, he catches me right on the chin and lifts me like a cartoon. It was like a cartoon. I was both hands brought by my sides and straight up and back off the ground. We scored the game-winning touchdown on that play.
You gave it up for the team, bro. That's all that matters. You did. You gave it up for the team.
Along with the rest of my teammates, I helped secure the bag. Saturday morning, we go to watch film, or whatever day, Monday, Tuesday, whatever day we were doing it. And we get to that play. And you know, Coach Fancher, he gets that sly grin on his face. You probably didn't get that. You were a golden boy of sorts.
I wasn't that golden.
You were a golden boy of sorts. I was the guy who may not have came to a weightlifting session or something, and then, you got to try to tell him why you wasn't there, and he gives you that look. You have never seen that look, have you? It's a
I saw when I dropped. Look, I saw when I'm dropping this.
I can still see that on his face, right? So he's got that grin on his face, and the room is dark, and he's running it. It's a successful play. We score the winner, and he rewinds it. And then he rewinds it again. And he rewinds it again. And everybody's laughing. And finally, my man, Coach Klinger, he said, I don't know what the hell you guys are laughing at. That block just won us the game. He saved me that day. Thank you, Coach Klinger.
He saved you. He did save you that day.
Stopped all that. Rewind and stopped all that laughing. Thank you, Coach Klinger.
Because otherwise, we'd probably still be sitting in that room.
30 years later, laughing at it. Nobody's going to college. Nobody's had kids. Nobody's gotten married. We're in the locker room. Teams are coming in there and watching film next to us. We're still watching the same film. Shout out to DJ Swig, Mr. 937, 89 radio937.com. They are Springfield's finest. And I just want to rub it in again. I tell Swig this all the time. We dominated Springfield. We dominated Springfield. All the butt whoopers. Hey, the years they threw rocks at the bus and would break the windows and people would be
They had to duck down.
We had to beat y'all down. Payback is a son of a gun. Hey, look. Extra motivation. My mom went to Springfield South. We played Springfield South at Steps High School. You know what side my mom sat on? Springfield South side. And that's why we had to beat them down the way we beat them down.
Had to beat them down.
Huh?
Man.
We own Springfield. Shoot.
North and south.
North and south. Both sides. Hold on.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to the Getaway Podcast with Tony, Sean, and Jeff. You see that subscribe button right there? Do me a favor. Go ahead and click that when you are on our YouTube channel. And if you don't mind, go ahead and like, comment, and share the link with your friends. You can also follow us on all of our social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Again, like, comment, and share. We enjoy every opportunity that we get to engage with you. We're also available on platforms such as Spotify, Amazon, and any other streaming service that you access your favorite podcast, in addition to any Alexa-enabled devices. Thank you for supporting and listening to the Getaway Podcast with Tony, Sean, and Jeff. Say word, son.
Word, son.
Word, son. All right, so back to the NBA here.
Yeah, story time with Sean and Jeff over.
So we got playoffs coming up.
Yeah.
So what do you think about this play-in thing? This new play-out? Yeah, play-in.
The play-in games. I initially was like, I don't care, right? But and I really don't. The whole play-in part is cool, right? But what I like a side effect of it, what I like most is it stopped some of the tanking. Because I mean, it really goes all the way up. It's not just 7, 8, 9, and 10. If you think about it, the schedules and the records were so close. It drugged 5 and 6 down into it. So, you're battling to stay low. Let's stay above board. Let's not go down and be into that 7, 8 range where we got to play. So 5 and 6 are scrapping, right, to hold their spot. 7 and 8 are scrapping to get to 6 at a minimum. And then, 9 and 10 are fighting to get to a minimum 8. So you're not getting that 9, 10. Nah, we ain't in it no more, so let's quit playing, right? 9 and 10, we playing 5? Oh, we coming for your dome. So that's the thing of the side effect that's been really good. I like that part of it. I also like that, we just talked about a pre-pod, the setup of it. I like where, 7 and 8, he's going to go at it. And the winner is locked in at 7, and then 8 they lose, but they get another shot. They'll play the winner of 9-10, and then the losers they go into the lottery. I'm okay with it. I still don't remember who it is. You wrote it down. I didn't write it down. I'm not the basketball guy.
Yes.
And look, I know one thing. My team don't have to do it. Is your team in the playing game, Jeff?
Yeah. My team is in the playing game, bro. Yeah.
We wouldn't know nothing about that. How about them Knicks?
This year.
How about them Knicks?
This is the first time. Look, but this is like the first time y'all been in the playoffs in a while, right?
Hey, and you know what? You gonna come see that game in Madison Square Garden too. I don't care how long it's been.
That's it.
Petty Huffman.
Look, y'all just happy to be there. Let's see if y'all do anything with it.
Oh, we're gonna do something with it.
4 seed though, that's good.
It's real good.
That's a nice little turnaround.
Well, I mean, Tibbs has done a great job. They play defense now. They've got a legitimate all-star.
Tibbs was a good coach, though.
Yeah.
Tibbs was good here. He was good in Chicago, and he was decent in Minnesota. Tibbs is a good coach.
He's a real good coach. And look, there's no reason why the Knicks can't beat the Hawks. Ain't no reason. They're very similar.
Yeah.
But you have a home court advantage. You got a legitimate all-star in Julius Randle. And let me tell you something. If D Rose stays on this hot streak that he's been on lately, they're going to be a problem for Atlanta.
They reunited with Tibbs again. They was that's that reunion.
Yep. And look,
he and Tibbs was doing quite well.
The East is so competitive. Okay. The Bucks will have to face Miami in the first round. They should be afraid. The Bucks should be afraid because with a motivated Butler, they could cause problems because Bam Adebayo can guard him. He can guard the Greek Freak.
Mm-hmm. That's gonna be one of those don't get caught slipping type series.
That's
right?
one of those you're lucky is the NBA did away with the 5-game first round series. That's what that is.
Right. Because Miami mess around and get hot like they did last year in the playoffs.
Bubble. That's right.
It's a different thing. Yeah. So, but yeah, the Lakers, man, my Lakers are sitting at 7.
Okay.
So they got to play. I believe they have to play the Warriors and Steph, who seems to find a way. I think he just won the scoring title, right?
He sure did.
Just won the scoring title. So, yeah, man, that's a scary setup right there. But I still think they got enough guns right now so that if as long as everybody's healthy can play, they should be all right.
Well, and they're saying that this is a 1-year thing, this whole playing thing, but I think the way it worked out, it should be permanent. And I think
they should keep it.
The league may look at keeping it. Heck yeah, because it look, we don't have to deal with those.
It made people compete.
You got to finish the season, man. Look, the Pelicans who are out of it, right? They were eliminated. They were still playing until the last 3-4 games, especially before Zion got hurt. Before he broke his finger, they were still trying to get into a playoff spot to play in the play-in game. The Kings were still there. The only teams who were out by far were Minnesota, the Thunder, and the Rockets. The Rockets, man. How you go from Harden and Chris Paul to 17 wins? That's 17 wins.
You lose Harden and you lose Chris Paul.
I can get 17 wins with me, you,
and
Alex Carter.
No, bro.
Huh? I said somebody good.
Al will be the highest scoring person in the league because I'm the.
I can go get Al and Eric. Me, you.
I get you. You better go get David and Mark.
Okay, David and Mark. Okay, Victor. We'll get those guys.
Victor.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna do is give you 6. I'm gonna give you 6 good fouls.
Huh?
6 good hard fouls.
I'll box a dude out real good for you.
Man, don't let him get in. Don't let him get in the game. Later.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, no, I like it, man. I think it will add a little bit more excitement to the playoffs to see how things go. And I think it also adds for those teams that are just squeaking in a little bit more.
Right.
It's like, man, y'all still got a shot at the title, right? So people stay hungry.
The Western Conference is up for grabs. Jermaine talking about I did take one for the team, Jermaine. Thank you. Jermaine knows. And he said you got that Luther voice on your commercial.
Oh. Jermaine, you should hear
is it
good thing
Fat
he don't
Luther
play my the other
Luther?
promo.
Is it Fat Luther or Skinny Luther though? That's what I'm talking about. That's what we getting. Huh?
Look, they both can sing. Ooh.
Well, climb the stairs and turn the key. Please be there, girl.
Oh man.
Huh?
Whew.
Look, I want to finish up with the playoffs though. The West is up for grabs. I don't know.
Yeah, the West is gonna be
like. If I had to pick, I don't know if I could make a pick, to be honest, because everybody would say the Lakers if they're healthy, but I don't trust that they're fully healthy.
Yeah.
Caruso just went down with an injury. LeBron just came back. AD just came back a week and a half ago.
Yeah,
but
sometimes
Lillard,
he can be a little fragile.
Dame Lillard could
they
kill
bump
you.
him the right way.
Right? Dame Lillard could drop bombs on you with CJ McCollum. Luka Doncic, can go nuts at any point in time. The Clippers could be a problem at any point in time.
Yeah.
The Nuggets, there's a concern because they lost, I can't remember his name. The guard, he got hurt towards ACL. But they still got Joker.
The one that was going off last year?
Yeah, the one from Kentucky.
Yeah.
Right?
I know you're talking about. I can't call his name right now.
Devin Booker and the Suns with CP3. The Jazz, I don't know. I don't know how to pick. It's up for grabs. It's completely up for grabs.
The only thing about the West is that they could beat the mess out of each other. And whoever comes out could come out limping into the finals.
I think the East could do the same thing, though. I don't think there's a lock in the East because Philly and Brooklyn are so close. Philly, Brooklyn, and Milwaukee are all 48, 47, and 46 wins respectively. The Knicks have 41. The Heat have 40. The Heat have 39. You see how close it is? And the Celtics,
all right, so let's talk about
they're 36, but they just lost Jaylen Brown with a torn ligament. He just had to have surgery. Let's talk about what?
Whew. Brooklyn.
He's Brooklyn in the house.
Because everybody thought they was gonna be the super squad, right? Everybody was all concerned about all the guys that they were loading up on the team. Do you think they're saving it? Their run is gonna come through the playoffs?
Jamal Murray's that guy's name.
Jamal Murray. Yeah.
I'm concerned about. Jermaine said he's got the Suns. I like Devin Booker and CP3. Man, they can score. They can fill it up. That's a problem.
Yeah.
I think if the Nets are all together, everybody's playing, everybody's in the right mind frame. I think they are the favorite to win it all. Because I say that because if it's rare when your two stars have a bad night in the same game, right?
Right.
So let's say your two stars have a bad night and you're the Brooklyn Nets. You got Harden, right? If it's Kyrie and the Slim Reaper having a bad night, you got Harden. If Harden and Kyrie having a bad night, you got the Slim Reaper. You got Durant, right? If Durant and Harden, you got Kyrie. And Kyrie might be the best in the league at finishing at the rim. Pound for pound might be the strongest guy at finishing at the rim.
Yeah. It's
magical. I haven't seen it. Like Iverson used to do it, but it was all speed. He would just take the hit, but I can jump and I'll meet you there. This dude's getting hit.
Yeah.
He twists his body and flips it up in the air and it goes in. And then he can bang threes on you. You got the ball on a string.
Yeah.
So when you got 3, you can have a night where 2 are off. If you got 2 and 1 is off, you're still kind of tight. But it ain't Harden, it ain't Durant, it ain't Kyrie. They're a problem. Who you got? Who you got? Let's make picks. Who you got in the East?
We talking about all just coming out all the way out?
Yeah, we got 2 minutes. I'm gonna go Brooklyn. In the West, I'm gonna go. Man, I don't want to say Utah. I just don't like Utah. I'm gonna go in the West. He's so hard. Who do I want to take in the West? Oh my gosh. I'm gonna take Phoenix.
Look, you gonna take Phoenix?
Yeah.
All right. So my East, I'm gonna take Milwaukee.
Okay.
West. Ooh. Just feel like, it's hard to go against my Lakers, but I'll say I haven't seen enough of the rest of the teams to really know. So I'm gonna stick with my Lakers. So I'm gonna say my Lakers and the Bucks.
Always gotta be a homer, man. You can pick the logical one. It's okay to take the logical one.
No, but see, I'm like you. I'm not gonna ever root for Utah. I don't know why. This is something about saying I'm gonna root for Utah that just don't feel right.
I know why.
I wasn't a Malone and Stockton fan. I just can't do Utah. And then I do like that Booker and Chris Paul match. They've been balling.
And my Knicks.
I would have probably picked Denver.
And my Knicks are going to make it to the
I may have
Finals.
picked Denver.
Denver?
No, I may have taken Denver before you told me he got hurt. I didn't realize that he was hurt.
I would have taken Denver if Jamal Murray was still there myself.
Yeah,
I agree. All right.
And then the hard part, the Clippers, man, they another one though. The whole squad get hot.
Hold on.
Thank you, everybody, for listening to the Getaway Podcast with Tony, Sean, and Jeff. Do us a favor and hit the subscribe button.
What you get for not being here?
On YouTube, like it, share it. We appreciate it. Right there, still right there.
We talk over.
All right. Also, you can follow us on
any
social media platform. For instance, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all that good stuff. And last but not least, you can check out the audio on pretty much anywhere where you can listen to podcasts. So, once again, subscribe, like, share, Getaway Podcast with Tony and Sean.
And Jeff.
Where's son?
Where's son? We up out of here. Another one in the books.
Man, that went by quick.
It always goes fast. Shout out to the set director, Emma. Oh man, hey, we'll be back at it next week, episode 44. What's episode 44? I don't know. We'll figure it out. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Maybe Tony will be back next week. We don't know. Maybe he's still dealing with side effects of the vaccine because light-skinned people can't take it. I don't know.
Hey, hopefully Braylon didn't win their game. So hope y'all did well, Braylon.
Yeah, I don't think they did.
Oh, no.
Say word, son.
Word, son.